Seven, and today we are going to present on the working capital management of Sepal Bakery. Firstly, the operating cycle of the Sepal Bakery. Operating cycle is critical for maintaining smooth operations and sustaining growth in a production-based business. The operating cycle in manufacturing farm consists of 4 stages: cash, raw materials, finished goods, and sales. For Sepal Bakery, we need approximately 2 days to purchase raw material. After that, converting raw materials into a finished good would take about a day since we are manufacturing the cakes. To be able to sell our products would take about 2 days after manufacturing. Finally, to be able to get cash, it would take 1 day, and the cycle goes on. In this slide, we are going to learn how the Sepal Bakery finances its working capital needs through both internal and external sources. Firstly, the bakery relies heavily on the retained earnings as their primary internal sources. This means they use the profit they earn to fund day-to-day operations like purchasing raw materials, paying employee wages, and converting other recurring expenses. Secondly, they depends on the short-term external sources, especially trade credits. This is when the suppliers allows them to buy raw materials on the credit. Trade credit is particularly used because it enables the bakery to restock essential ingredients even when they don't have enough cash on hand at that moment.
Now to continue with the presentation, I will take you through the determinants of working capital. First, the production cycle. The Sepal Bakery has a short production cycle, which implies that the cash from input purchase is promptly recovered through sales and vice versa. This means that the bakery can quickly turn over its inventory and generate cash flow, allowing it to efficiently manage its working capital. Next is sales volume. During festivals and events such as Ghetto College Foundation, Teachers' Day, and Graduation Day, the bakery experienced high demand. This increased demand required the bakery to have more working capital to cover the increased production costs associated with meeting the high demand. Next is seasonalities. The festival period can increase the demand for bakery product, requiring the bakery to have more working capital to meet such demand. These seasonalities in demand mean the bakery need to prepare with sufficient working capital to ramp up production and meet the higher seasonal demand.
Now, to go on with the 4 determinants of working capital, we have perishability, which prompts the sales are essential for Sepal Bakery to prevent incurring expenses, lowering the need for more working capital. Now, to go on with the issues of working capital management in the Sepal Bakery, we have identified the problems in the Sepal Bakery based on 4 components of working capital, which is cash, inventory, receivables, and payables. Now, I will take you all through the cash management, which is liquidity crisis. In the case of Sepal, we have identified some cash management problems as follows. Number 1, reactive to the cash management, as they react only when cash runs out instead of forecasting and maintaining adequate capital buffers to cover lean period. Number 2, over-reliance on the credit sales and letting customers delay their payments without being aware of inventory management. Number 3, inconsistent daily sales tracking, as they fail to keep daily sales records makes it hard to track actual cash on hand. Now, to move on with the second issue of working capital management, we have inventory management problems. Regarding the inventory management of Sepal Bakery, Sepal Bakery had a difficult time managing inventory for several reasons, including difficulty in managing perishable items with the limited shelf life, as they expire and waste if not sold promptly. Due to seasonality of demand fluctuations, sometimes they end up overstocking with the increases wastage and inventory holding costs, or sometimes understocking, which leads to loss of sales opportunities.
To continue the presentation, I will take the remaining issues of working capital management in Sepal Bakery, that is the account receivable issues and accounts payable issues. Firstly, to talk on with the accounts receivable issues, many small bakeries struggles with the cash flow because they face a common problem, that is collecting payments from the customers. One of the biggest issues is that the shops and the other wholesalers they pay their bills lately because they don't have any credit policies. Most of the agreements are made verbally rather than in writing, making them difficult to resolve the dispute payments. These issues become especially painful mainly during the slow seasons when money is tight but their unpaid bills keep piling up. Next, we have the accounts payable issues. The issues with the accounts payable can seriously impair the bakery's ability to manage their cash flows and operations. Some of the typical problems faced by a Seppelt bakery includes a cash flow problem that results in not having enough money to make payments on time, as the accounts receivable they keep piling up. Next, I will be talking about the working capital optimization strategies. Firstly, we have the cash forecasting and a buffer planning. What we can do is we can prepare a weekly or a monthly cash flow forecast. Then we can also maintain a cash buffer for 1 to 2 months for any kind of fixed expenses, which will help during the seasonal slowdowns like holidays and rainy seasons.
Now I will continue with the remaining optimization strategy. Second one is digital tagging system. Seppelt Bakery needs to switch from a manual tagging system to a simple digital tools like Google Sheets, or to a reasonable price inventory software such as Odoo or Zoho Inventory. This inventory management can be facilitated by a mobile-friendly software, and it helps to improve efficiency and to better meet the customer needs with a simple employee trainings. Next, number 3, we have just-in-time for non-perishable goods. By ordering only what they need based on the real production schedule, Seppelt Bakery may apply just-in-time method inventory techniques for non-perishable items like sugars and flours. This approach lowers holding costs and also helps in minimizing storage spaces and cut down excess goods. Number 4, we have formulate credit policies. To prevent payment delays, Seppelt Bakery should create a written credit policy that clearly states payment term like net 15 days for wholesale customers set by reasonable credit limits based on each customer's reliabilities. They should require all the customers to sign this agreement rather than relying on a verbal promises, and this formal approach reduces the risk of non-repayment and make terms legally enforceable. Now, regarding recommendations, we would like to suggest Seppelt Bakery to implement a just-in-time method for perishable items and negotiate longer payment terms with its suppliers, and offers a discount for early payments, and use cash flows forecasting to maintain a cash buffer, and to use technology for inventory and cash management of Seppelt Bakery. And thank you.